If you're new to game development, explore different game engines and find the one that works best for you. So first things first, what is Godot? Well, it's a free and open source game engine that allows you to create games using either GDScript, a Python-like scripting language, or C#. GDScript is a language that's unique to Godot. It's intentionally designed to be simpler and more focused on Godot features than an all-purpose language like C#. As a result, it's both faster and easier to learn. The techniques learned with GDScript can also be applied to other programming languages, so it's a great starting point for beginners who want to explore programming. Godot is popular because it's lightweight, versatile, and easy to use, even for beginners. If you're a beginner and looking to start with Godot today, I suggest using the most stable version available. This way, you will have access to a wealth of tried and tested resources that can help you learn on a reliable platform. Once you've downloaded Godot, you'll discover that there's no need to install it. It's so lightweight that it runs as a standalone application. To get started, all you have to do is open Godot and create a new project. It's almost like trying to figure out the meaning of life. While you could try to navigate it on your own, it's much easier with guidance. Now it's time to start learning how to use it. The Godot website has a ton of useful tutorials and documentation to help you get started. There's even a great YouTube channel called GDQuest, where you can watch video tutorials on specific topics. These are great resources to start with because they are well made and easy to understand. But the first thing that I recommend you do is to close Godot and understand this. You have to learn to code. There's absolutely no way around this. Before you start exploring the game engine and learning about Godot's many features, you'll need to know how to communicate with it in a language that it understands. And the first step to learning to code is learning to think like a programmer. Learning to think like a programmer involves developing a logical and systematic approach to problem solving. This means breaking down complex problems into smaller, more manageable parts, and identifying patterns and relationships between them. It also involves being able to identify and define variables, functions, and algorithms, and understanding how they interact with each other. Additionally, thinking like a programmer requires a strong attention to detail and the ability to debug and troubleshoot code when problems arise. The best way to develop these skills is through practical experience. Much like learning to ride a bicycle, at first you're going to struggle, but with practice, patience, and perseverance, you'll eventually become a pro, and the process will come naturally. If you're totally new to game development, or even if you're familiar with other game engines, I highly recommend checking out Godot's Learn tab on their website. To begin, you may pursue the About section under General, but the true benefit lies within the Introduction section under Getting Started. This section can assist you in determining if Godot is the appropriate option for you. I understand that all of this might sound boring, but learning how to code can be frustrating. If you jump right into making a game on your first day, you'd likely become overwhelmed and even discouraged. So my advice is to take it slow and go step by step. Take the time to go through the introduction, and if you get bored or overwhelmed, take a break, watch a funny YouTube video, or go for a walk. This will help you clear your head and come back to the problem with fresh eyes. A great place to begin learning to code is by visiting the Learn to Code with GDScript section. Here you'll be directed to the Learn GDScript from Zero online app, which consists of 28 short lessons that will teach you the fundamental concepts of coding with GDScript in Godot. The app is incredibly well made and does an excellent job of explaining these concepts in an easy to understand manner. When you're done with the app, you might be tempted to skip the remainder of the introduction and jump right into doing tutorials. However, I strongly advise against doing so. It is essential to take your time and complete the Getting Started section step by step. By doing this, you'll be well equipped to using the engine to create fantastic games. So don't rush through the introduction. Take your time and absorb all the necessary information. It will be well worth it in the end. There you have it, a quick rundown on how I suggest you learn the Godot game engine. We covered the basics of where to get started with Godot, and I have linked some great resources for you in the description. Remember, learning how to code is a journey, and it's okay to take breaks along the way. And most importantly, have fun. And let's continue building worlds one pixel at a time.